send it to him.
Okay. It's a like great thing, so we must have to.
Even I didn't know the story.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know the inside story. I just got to know very recently. And then I tried to,
Recollect.
look for certain details like. And I sent this, I think, the write-up I did of this, the background write-up. I sent it to, I don't know who was wanting to also know.
Achha.
So I sent it to that person. So I'll check possibly I have that write-up.
Okay.
I'll send it to Amlan if I find it. And you can forward it to them.
Yes.
But it is quite, in one sense, romantic, in one sense, adventurous. I mean, he himself didn't know where he was going then.
Yes.
But he was going somewhere, definitely. And that night was very crucial. So, somehow we are interconnected, I mean, the whole human family is interconnected in that sense. But
still, it is like
this is a very special kind of a connection.
Yes.
Even I didn't know the story, and then I started hunting, and I asked people and my relatives, asking them in Chandanagar, what was it, when was it, and the kitchen still has the bullet mark, I believe.
Ooh.
Then the Gora police used to be around,
Yeah.
and they probably were on their march right around looking out for, any kind of, let's say, rebellion. So, I've heard these stories. Listen, I don't know where and when.
Yeah.
But I was feeling, I found that, this connection after so many years. I'd heard about Sri Aurobindo studying in Loreto. I studied in Loreto.
Oh.
And then nobody mentioned, it wasn't their history. It's colonial history, they were dealing with. So our history had to be pulled out of the grave.
Yes.
So now we are getting to it.
Okay.
Even if they don't admit, the missionaries don't admit that Sri Aurobindo studied in. But now they know. Many of the recent nuns, they don't know.
Yes.
So
Today we visited their
school.
Yeah.
School.
Yes.
Yeah. Possibly they don't know.
Some very less people.
Very few.
Only Sri Aurobindo studied that kind. That
They know.
information.
They know. That much they know. And then the other details, this very romantic adventure. I mean, I always feel that it's a very romantic adventure, from one end of the, let's say, India to the other end. I mean, he spanned the whole country. But
and now you are through this again reconnecting you.
I am trying to
special
dig up all the facts that people know about Sri Aurobindo.
No, but you for the purpose of society, you are like this.
Yeah, and I hope this discussion continues in the society itself.
Yes.
Like we have people who can sit and talk and recollect and connect also with the past history, because the school is almost 200 years old.
Yes.
175 years.
1846.
Yeah, 1846.
Yes.
So, pretty old. Okay, so.
On 76
But see, it was colonial history. They are not interested in Indian history so much. The past nuns were I studied under Europeans. All Europeans. The nuns were Europeans, Irish, mostly Irish. Very few French nuns we had. Now everything is Indian. So they too would be interested, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yes.
But that's it. I mean, let's hope we can do something. You all can do something. Society can do something. I'm sure we can.
Yes.
I mean, we'll have to pull in our strength, whatever we have. And
It's like really great to meet you today.
no, I mean, even I feel good, like the very fact that I am actually related to him, I didn't know. And then we are able to, my great-grandfather, this is not my great-grandfather, my grandfather built this house.
Okay.
And he was electrical engineer.
Okay.
And he has named the house The Light.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, now nobody actually asks us, like, why The Light? Like, what significance? He was electrical engineer, and I think he was the first to bring in electricity to Darjeeling. So he named the house The Light.
Oh.
And this was years ago. So I have heard these stories from my mother. And he was a very saintly person, but very, very active, very active with ideas and how to carry it out and how to implement. He's done a lot for Darjeeling, but nobody knows him. So he was given the title of Rai Sahib,
Yes.
In those days, the Britishers used to give Rai Bahadur and Rai Sahib and all that. So he has got that title. That's all. People don't even know him. And people don't even know us. In fact, Darjeeling, in the sense, I feel very excited when I'm talking about my great-grandfather. I mean, what was Darjeeling like then? It was forests and woods and no roads.
No lights.
They came on carts. They came on bullock carts. Bullock carts. No gadi fadi and all that. But I don't know, it's part of history, Darjeeling's history. So they can't just erase that history and rub it off and say, aha. Everything is written down, everything is entered. And we have Rai Sahib's, this thing, My grandfather, when he retired, he was given this, they usually gave these, which I will show you, come up. It's placed in Sidrapong, where he started the first Asian hydroelectric power station.
Okay.
It's the first Asian hydroelectric power station, Sidrapong. This history also people don't know. And, the generators have been made in such a way, they are ink pots. And you can open the lids. And, they used to dip the pen and write in that kind of ink. Yeah. So, that's modeled according to that. Just come up and I'll show you the
A shapeless memory lingers in us still, and sometimes when our sight is turned within, earth's ignorant veil is lifted from our eyes. There is a short, miraculous escape.